Hello and welcome to National Apprenticeship Week 2022 with Wiltshire College and University Centre. All week we will be holding a series of guest talks from current apprenticeship students, employers and successful apprenticeship graduates to explain all about apprenticeships and their great benefits. These talks will be published live and can be accessed afterwards.
Our next speaker is Kathryn Partington from Wiltshire Council.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Kathryn Partington, and as Harry said, I am from Wiltshire Council. So my job title is I am the OD consultant for apprenticeships at Wiltshire Council. So I would today go over a bit of an overview about how we use apprenticeships and for existing staff and for new staff. So we've currently got about 150 staff on apprenticeship programmes throughout the council. So first of all, just going to go through a little bit about knowing about Wiltshire Council and what we do. So it's not going to be the most interactive quiz because you're all on mute, but it's just to get you thinking a little bit about where you live and what the opportunities here. So first question is, what is the population of Wiltshire? So is it 475,000, 575,000, 875,000 or 957,000? So the answer for that one is 475,000. So we're just a very spread out county. So then thinking about Wiltshire Council and what we do and the services we deliver. So a lot of people, when they think of the council, tend to think of wheelie bins or potholes in the road. So thinking about the services that we offer to the community, do we deliver 79, 156, 279 or 354? So answer for that one is 354 service areas. So we offer anything from leisure centres, our adult care services, the children care services, pest control, our registration, so anything for marriages, deaths and births of new children, our highways department, our facilities management, looking after all of our buildings, and then the department I'm based in is our HR team. So I'm part of the learning and development team at the council. And then finally, just thinking about how many staff members we employ at the council. So is it 3,940? These are very accurate numbers, and actually it's probably changed since I set this up. 4795, 5225, or 7,965. So the answer for this one is we employ just over 5,000 staff throughout the council hubs. So we've got offices based very similar to the college in Chippenham, Salisbury, and our main hub obviously is County Hall in Trowbridge. And then we've also got a lot of outlet centres where our highways are based and all of the leisure centres that spread out around Wiltshire. So then going on to the apprenticeships, excuse me as I just quickly shut a door, joy of working from home, is thinking about what kind of apprenticeship you would like to do. So hopefully you've all got a bit of base knowledge of what an apprenticeship is and how it links in. So looking at the career pathways that are available at the council. So our biggest new start apprenticeship area is business admin. So we introduce this into the teams, and it gives people that potentially haven't worked or don't understand how the council works a chance to come in, see how one of the service areas and the teams work. So this is just some examples here on the screen about some of the routes that some of our apprentices have taken. So it could be they've come in as a business admin apprentice, then moved into building control team, and then moved on to civil engineering apprenticeships at level 6, so getting the degree apprenticeships. Again, it could be that you want to come in and what your long-term aim is to be a social worker or to be a registered manager in a care home. So again, one of the main routes in is using that business admin, learning the different skills within the team, moving into the customer coordinator position, and then onto the social work apprenticeship. So as an employer, we really help to support from the entry up to the degree level apprenticeships. We've also had quite a few apprentices join us as assistant accountants. They are on the moment, I've got one on the level 4 accountancy apprenticeship, and they're working towards doing their level 7 senior accountant qualifications within the next 3 years. And again, an apprentice we had in our team started on the business admin. She then moved into an officer role and is working towards becoming one of our trainers to become a senior trainer. So they are our historical or our traditional routes in. We are working more and more now to get more higher level apprenticeships in at the council, looking at civil engineering that every year for the last 3 years now we've been advertising for generic civil engineering vacancies, and these are either going to be at level 3 or level 6 depending on the applicants we come in. We're looking this year to be advertising for the first time for a level 6 occupational therapist apprentice. So I've been doing a lot of work with our service areas to try and get the introduction of the higher level apprenticeships in. One of the areas that's missing off there is a lot of our care apprenticeships, which is probably at the moment one of our biggest apprenticeship areas. With that, we don't offer it as an apprenticeship to students or to applicants. What we offer is a full-time substantive job role, and then once staff have got through their probationary period, we use the apprenticeship as an upskiller so that you are hopefully then going to stay with us and we retain staff within our team. So then why would you apply for an apprenticeship at Wiltshire Council? So all of our apprenticeships have a guaranteed job at the end of the apprenticeship. So once the apprenticeship has been achieved, you have a light touch interview with your manager where the discussion is checking first of all that you would like to stay. Then if the manager's happy to move you, we then move you into your substantive role and you carry on as you are, and hopefully we look to upskill you as you go. At the council, we pay a higher than the national apprenticeship wage. It's all based on age and what qualifications you're doing. As I've mentioned, we've got 350 different service areas within the council. So the benefit of that is you don't have to stay in the team that you joined. So a lot of our apprentices have joined. So I've had 2 apprentices that during their apprenticeship programme, while they're still studying, they've applied for full-time substantive roles within the council and have moved into those. So have basically gained promotion, moved on to the higher salary and have been able to complete their apprenticeship. Many others have joined a certain service area and then realised through doing some job shadowing or getting some work experience that actually their interests lie in a different area. So we offer flexible working at the council. So again, this is slightly dependent to what service area you work in. So within my team, the core hours are anywhere between 8 and 4. I choose what time I start work and what time I finish between those hours, and also with lunch breaks. So you can organise your day around your interests that are outside of work as well. We have Wiltshire Rewards, which is a rewards-based incentive for staff. So you can save a lot of the high street stores, get discounts and get cash back. We work with some of the best training providers across England, and it's a supportive environment. So we've got an apprenticeship team, which is 2 members of staff. And our job is to make sure that, especially with the new start apprentices, that you have a point of contact, that you have support with your apprenticeship and that you get experience across the whole council. So I'm just going to show you, hopefully, assuming it will work. Harry, if I can ask you to tell me if the volume doesn't come across with this. It's just a short video that our director did for glass doors pre-COVID. Always feel like you have to say these things now, on what it's like to work for the council. See how speedily this is going to work now. No. We're all going wrong with the video. I'll talk to you instead of the video. Let's get my... No, nothing's going to plan for me. So our video is our director talking about what it's like to work for Wiltshire Council and extolling the benefits of our flexible working, and also saying that one of the things with lots of councils nationally is that we have an ageing workforce. So generally when people start working for a council, they tend to stay. It's a good environment to work in, and generally staff retention is good within the councils. What we don't have, or what we're trying to work more towards, is getting more young people in to work for us. So I think part of the reason and the work that we've been doing is that people don't always understand what roles are available or what opportunities are available within the council. And also historically, reputations of councils have been that they aren't maybe the most interesting places to work. And so I think for us is why we are so keen with the apprenticeships is that it's attracting our roles to hopefully to more young people. As I'm sure you're all aware, apprenticeships are for any age range. So our new start apprentices are anything from, I think our youngest on programme at the moment is 18 and eldest is in late 40s. But we run workshops to get people together. As part of most apprenticeships these days, you have to do a project. And the apprentices are all encouraged to do apprenticeships, to do projects that will actually be used within the council. So it's trying to encourage innovation, getting some more creative ideas in. A lot of our apprentices have taken control of their service areas, social media platforms, and trying to get more interaction and engagement for these. We're very lucky within the HR team that we have 2 digital marketing apprentices, so they run a lot of our pages. And so following this, and it will come up on one of the next slides, is that if you have a look at our careers page, there's just the link at the bottom here, so it's Jobs at Wiltshire. There's a specific apprenticeship page on there. On the apprenticeship page there are vlogs by some of our apprentices. There's also write-ups, and you can see that our apprentices don't have one background, that we've got quite a few that started at university, realised it's not for them, so have come back and applied for apprenticeships instead, so they can get their training up to degree level but getting paid at the same time. Some of our apprentices are parents that have been at home with children and want to re-skill and gain new qualifications. There's a real diverse mix. So to find out, especially this week, because hopefully we should have a strong presence on the apprenticeships on our social media this week, is have a look at our pages on Wilts Careers or on Facebook or Twitter. As I say, our website has got some really good stories and updates on there. And that is everything from me. Has anyone got any questions? If the questions can't be asked today or the chat box can't be used, then please email into apprenticeships@wiltshire.gov.uk.
Yes, so please, students, if you do have any questions, pass them on to your lecturers and they can pop them into the chat box.
I've got to see some typing.
Yeah.
So just while the questions are being typed, I mean, there are, as I've already said, the progression opportunities. I've worked for Wiltshire Council for 3 years now. I started within our Wiltshire Temporary Bank, which is an internal agency role. I have changed role or been promoted 4 times since I've been here. So there are lots of opportunities to move around, gain experience. For me, it's the flexible working and getting to work with lots of different service areas, which keeps my job interesting.
Brilliant. Kathryn, it doesn't look like there's any questions, but thank you very much for your time. And I guess one thing to stress again is if you are thinking of an apprenticeship and you wanted to check out the opportunities available with the council, that's available on the council's careers website. But Kathryn, thank you very much for that. I'm sure it's been really informative for the students. Thank you again. Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks very much,
Brilliant.
everyone. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye.